a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on another team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He'll pull it down. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Gators offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-teamed high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Hilton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Presley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for room, it's Evans. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab behind the line, it's Clark. Turning it on! And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
It's just so nice to have a signal call who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Wiggins. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Quarterback will keep it. Spins away from the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Third down, red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner goes down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Wiggins. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and they
breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Evans. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. To the air on 2nd down. Right on the money. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Military stunt.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's taking the shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Finds his man. It's Clark. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's complete. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. He could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
From the wideout. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got him downfield. Crosses the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Clark.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
This is a design run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football.
Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? He's looking to pass. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. An 84-yard drive there. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, this offensive line knew they had a huge challenge coming into this game because the defense registered 6 sacks their last time out. They knew that they were going to have to win some one-on-ones up front. They finally lost the battle on that last play, though. That was the first sack they've allowed in this game.
Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. With the catch, it's Clark. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A little release to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
This time it's complete. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Gators are on the move. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off play action on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Right back to him on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Quickly to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
It just feels too little too late for this defense. Where was those plays earlier in the game, right? I mean, they're trailing by a ton of points now, in large part because they have not been able to get pressure on the quarterback. And finally, here late, they come up with a sack. So that's a teachable moment. That's something this coaching staff is going to point back to when they watch the film to build on, but they needed more pass rush early in this game. Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough today.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The kick is on its way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing